My name is Claudia with a K, and this is my first ever YouTube video. So a little bit about me. I started my gym journey when I was in university, so about 2022-ish. I was going to the gym maybe twice a week, doing mostly treadmill and a little bit of dumbbell exercises, and then that morphed into me stopping going to the gym. And then in 2024 I started going to the gym a lot more seriously. I actually started doing a powerlifting course a few weeks ago, so that's kind of where I'm coming into my videos from. I'm really interested in gym workouts, as well as powerlifting, obviously, and also love watching goal world videos, specifically Glitter and Lasers, Anna O'Brien, VikingPrincessLifts, Glitter and Bagels, whatever you want to call her. Look, VikingPrincessLifts, totally up my alley. As Anna is proclaimed herself to be a novice strong woman, I don't know if I'd go that far to call myself a novice powerlifter. I mean, she's been doing strong woman, strong man for about like 6-7-ish months now, if I'm not wrong. And my kind of gym routine has kind of revolved around powerlifting, but I've only started taking it more seriously within the last month or so. So I wouldn't even call myself a novice. But as someone who also likes going to the gym, and is a novice, I kind of watch Anna's videos and I see her form, and it frustrates me so much that she's posting shit, can I say shit, stuff on her Instagram as if she's some sort of all-knowing being, as if she's some sort of professional trying to teach other people how to do lifts. I just have a lot of opinions on her form, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time, literally doing kind of like a side-by-side comparison on workouts Anna has posted versus what it should sort of look like. I'm using videos of myself, and I'm in no ways a professional. I am not qualified as a PT, I'm not qualified as a power lifter, but I have worked with an online coach for the last 2 years, and also do coaching in person now with my powerlifting course. So I feel like from a novice to a novice, like I can kind of compare my stuff with her. All right, technically she's been doing her sport for way longer than I have, so she should be better, right? But yeah, anyways, so the first video we're gonna watch is Anna's tricep extensions. So you may notice I have added a bit of a sensor. It's just the sweat and the camel toe. Like, I mean, I got a bit going on, but I'm wearing black, so it's not too bad, and you can't see my sweat. It's just gross. I don't know why she would just post this online with that kind of sweat patch on there. But I mean, whatever, it is her Instagram. But yeah, like, egregious. This video is egregious. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my god. But yeah, let's just watch it, and then I will speak my thoughts as we do. So I mean, like, first off, if you compare our movements, Anna is using her entire body to like yank that thing down. Whereas if you watch me, obviously the pinnacle of form, I'm trying really hard to isolate my movement to just my arm. So it is a tricep extension. So your tricep should be the only thing that's really moving in this workout, in this movement, right? But she is literally like yanking it down. I don't really know how else to explain it. Just if you look at the stability in my form versus her, like this, like what is that? Like what is that? Like if you're failing, you shouldn't be trying to like push it down with the rest of your body, because then that's not even a tricep exercise anymore. Like, what are you doing? But then anyways, so she does a cheeky little thing here with the assist, and I do this too. You know, it's good to get those partial reps in to failure if you want to be building that muscle, building that strength. I don't know, I'm not an expert, but what I do, at least what I've been told to do, is to give yourself like a little bit of assistance. We'll see what Anna does, where she grabs the thing and pulls it down with the force of her arm. we'll just scroll back and watch the full thing. So she grabs it, pulls it down, a little cheeky looking around, like she's fully yanking that thing down, right? Like you can tell. Whereas what I'm doing here is just using my little fingers and just going pinch. And I'm literally, where I'm helping myself, if you can see here, I get stuck here, and I use just a little bit of force to help me get past that little bit that I'm getting stuck at, so that I can complete the rest of the movement. And you control it back down or back up. So yeah, I guess the main issues I have with Anna's movement here is her whole body is just like moving with this movement when you really shouldn't be. It should just be your tricep. I'm pointing at this as if you can see it. It should just be your tricep that's doing the workout for you, not your whole body moving like you're doing a dance. It's crazy. And I think one thing that I really noticed with doing these side-by-side comparisons when I was filming them at the gym, she has no sort of control. Like I feel like her form is so off because she is trying to go through the movements so quickly. When I do them, like I might not be able to do an incredibly significant amount of weight, but I feel like I find it more important that I'm feeling the stretch and the burn in the muscle that I'm actually supposed to be working out. And like with how quick Anna goes through her movements, there is no way that she can control her form properly. I mean, it's quite obvious just watching it. But yeah, anyways, tricep extensions, no idea what the hell she's doing. Next one, we're moving up the scale. Here we have the hip thrust. So she posted this quite recently as well. And I've seen like, I think it was Honey Bison and Ilona from Chikara Transformations. Like I watched them react to it on a live stream, and yeah, holy moly. Like I saw this again on Reddit and it's just insane. Like I don't think she is fully locked in here. Like I don't believe, because that is a huge amount of room. We don't have this kind of hip thrust, glute drive, whatever you're gonna call it, machine in our gym. We have the one with the belt, which hurts my hips. But yeah, like there shouldn't be that much space between the back board thing, the seat, whatever you want to call it, and the bar. Anyways, yeah, there just shouldn't be that much room. But yeah, firstly, she says that she doesn't love how she looks using the machine. Like, you know what? Fair enough. I probably don't really love the way I look either, because you can see my stomach here while I'm bracing. And also just generally because that belt is weighing down on me. So you can see the fat, you can see the stomach. And yes, it is completely normal, like she says. But yeah, I feel like she makes too big of a deal about how she looks doing workouts at the gym and such, but that's the conversation for another day. We're gonna look at the form. This one, oh my God. So let's just watch how Anna does it versus me. I try to line it up in the movements, but you'll see, no control, she goes so quickly. Like the way that she's flinging her head back. All right, so we'll look here. Okay, we're both fully extended. Firstly, Anna's feet are like way too far out. There's no way she's feeling this in her glutes. If my feet were that far out, it's just all quad at that point. Because you want to get a full range of motion in your bum, but by then that's not it. Like, initially when I filmed this video, I had my feet too far out as well, and I could feel it in my quads. So I did another set, because this was in my workout today, like my program today anyways, and moved my feet closer, and the glutes, they were burning. But yeah, so firstly, feet way too far out. Like, she's not feeling that in her glutes, which is what this exercise again is supposed to be targeting. And secondly, when she's all the way extended, like, what is the neck? What is the neck doing? She's like fully all the way back. There is no way that is safe for your back and your neck. And if she can do this, she's not bracing. That's another thing. Anna doesn't brace because she doesn't take time to set up her movement before she does it. She's not controlling, her form is out of whack, and then like she's not bracing either. So everything is just gonna fall apart. And she goes so quickly, there's no time for her to set up anything. Whereas if you look at me, my head is bent forward, my chin is tucked. And because the main thing is, well, at least from what I've been told, is you're trying to keep a more neutral spine. You want a good brace to support your lower back, and you're really driving from your glutes. So the whole time when I'm thinking about doing a hip thrust, I'm thinking about moving the weight with only my hips or my glutes. I don't want to be using momentum. I don't want to be using my like lower back and arching it and pulling myself back like Anna's doing. Like, look at this. Immediately up. She just sits down and boom, she's bouncing back up and just flinging her head back. Whereas for myself, drive up, slowly coming back down and driving back up and making sure that it's really controlled. You can see it in my legs. They're fucking shaking. Whereas Anna's just flinging herself back. And again, I'm not too sure what the weights she has on this machine are, but it kind of looks like she's got one plate on each side. So in a usual gym, like a commercial gym that's 20 kilo plates, in the powerlifting gym that I go to, they could go up to 25. So like, let's say she's doing 25 plates on each side, and it looks like just one. So 50 kilos. Like, of course she's going to be flinging it around, but you should be able to control that weight. I just don't understand why she posts this. Because if I look back at a video and I saw myself doing this, she looks like, I mean, I feel bad saying this, she literally looks like a whale, like flopping around. Like a fish, like a beached fish or beached whale just flopping around. And that's not what any of your workouts should look like. They should look controlled and strong. I thought you were a strong woman. But yeah. Like, she's barely moving, firstly, and I think that's because of her size, so she can't really do anything about that. But foot placement is wrong. She goes down and she just flings herself backwards. I fear for her back and her neck in doing this. And like, there's just no way she's targeting the glutes like this. I don't know what she feels doing this workout. I reckon she feels it in her lower back. But anyways, I felt like this was egregious. Anyways, moving on from the hip thrust, the next one that I compared as well are her deadlifts. So I feel like her deadlifts have been a big thing that she was posting with her previous coach, and now her current coach, she kind of still does them. I've got two videos. I was trying to find more recent videos, but the most recent one that I could really find was like a deload week. So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I keep up with Anna, but not that much. I found a deload week one, which was more recent, and then I found an slightly older video, but she was lifting from those little like bumper plates, but still more or less close to the ground. So I just wanted to compare my warm-up weight and how that moved versus her warm-up, deload, whatever you want to call it, and then like an actual heavier weight. So let's look at the warm-up first. So yeah, like I said, she said it was a deload week. I just did my warm-up and that's the entire workout. So this is, I want to assume her warm-up weight is. Look, I weigh like 60 kilos, okay? And I'm warming up with a 60 kilo deadlift. I don't think whatever Anna has is that like comparable, like relatively. But it is what it is. Anyways, let's just watch her warm-up. Deload, whatever. Hey, also she sets it up kind of funny because if I'm doing RDL, then yeah, maybe I'll walk back from the bar because I'm not going to be dropping it all the way to the ground, right? Like a Romanian deadlift. but she's doing deadlifts. These plates like fully touch the ground and then she comes back up. So for her to start like walking back from the bar is a bit interesting, and she doesn't really, oh, I'll show you. She walks back and then she goes down, puts it on the ground and then lifts it back up, right? Which again, firstly, she takes 0 time to brace herself for this lift. Even if it is light, even if it is a warm-up weight, you should still be bracing, right? Like, firstly, bracing is gonna protect your back. And you wanna do your lifts the same way consistently. If not, you're never gonna remember how to do them well. Like if you can't do them well at a lightweight, you're not gonna do them well at a heavyweight, whatever. But yeah, she walks it back, she sets it on the ground for like a second, and she lifts it straight up immediately. Boom, back up. Boom, back up. And like, oh, I mean, the way the bar just like, that just grabs on her freaking crotch is insane to me. I mean, maybe I should have censored this too. She put it on the internet. Her feet are also still pretty unstable. Like I can't say mine are the most stable either. But one of the cues that my coach gave me when I first started doing powerlifting was toes to the ground. Like I had a problem where I would always rock back on my heels as well, which I feel like Anna does. So when I am setting up for my lift, we'll watch it here. What I'm thinking of here is getting my feet in the right position. Really, I lean forward slightly, so as you can see here, so that my pressure is more on my toes than it is fully on my heels. Because when I'm gonna deadlift that way, like I know that I'm gonna be leaning back slightly. So I want to put pressure on my toes and getting into the right position and bracing. There's so many things that I'm thinking of to make sure that every lift is the same and perfect. That there's no way you could do it that quickly, like the way that Anna does. So by the time we've both put down the weight, yeah, I'm again bracing, thinking about my footing, making sure to take in a deep, proper breath to do that brace. And really thinking about pushing the ground away from me with my legs. I'm thinking about all that. Anna's already shot up with her next one. And you see it in her feet. Because she's not thinking about these things and she's just going into her lifts. You can see here, her feet are like coming off the ground, her toes. That is dangerous. And I used to do that, and I have a habit of doing that, which is why I feel like you really have to take time to prepare before you do your lift. That's not new to anyone, but for some reason, I don't know why she's just speeding through this. Either she thinks it's too light or who knows. But yeah, like look at this, like her feet are so wobbly, and if you watch mine, like I have a bit of movement, yeah. Let's go back further. But my feet are glued to the floor the whole way through. Even if it is a bit wobbly. I need to get better shoes. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the way that she has like no sort of preparation before she does her lifts are really interesting to me. But look, give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's because this is a light weight for her. So another video where she's got a belt on in this, yeah? So, or her double belt on in this. So you would assume that this is like a heavy weight for her, because you're not going to belt up for a lightweight. I don't use belts at all at the moment because I'm still trying to work on focusing on how to brace on my own. And realistically speaking, like I'm lifting 70 kilos as my working weight. At 60 kilos, I don't need a belt. But yeah, we will assume this is heavy for her. So I did rotate her video slightly because it was at an angle when I saw it. So this is probably one of the best side-by-side comparisons I've made. So Is this us at the top? Again, that, I mean, I have to say that booty, people are saying it's filtered. If she is not filtering her videos, look at that ass. I got nothing going on. Yeah, this is us at the top, which is fine. We're going down. And again, immediately shoots straight back up. I take my own time. I'm really thinking about, I feel like you can see it in my like stomach area. I'm trying to remember to brace before I start my movement. So I let out my breath, suck it back in, and then I do my movement. Up. I'm really focusing on driving through my toes, so that my entire foot is on the ground. It's a slow, controlled movement. And I try to make sure my reps look exactly the same each time. Yeah, when then Anna, Miss Girl, immediately is back up. Her feet are wobbling around. And just like she's not bracing. So what is the point of this belt? Girl, like, you need to learn how to brace before you put a belt on. Honestly, I don't know. She stresses me out to watch. Anyways, all right. And lastly, the most egregious and also probably one of my favorite lifts, the squat. All right. I don't squat with the little safety bar things. And I think for her, it may be a mobility issue, which is fine, understandable, but more or less the movement should be the same because it is a back squat. And I do it quite high bar. She's doing high bar. Let's just see how this goes. All right. So immediately, I'll say that is her depth, her full depth. There's so many things to say here. It's not proper depth. I don't think she can go that far unless she's literally like, her legs are so far apart. That's purely because of the amount of fat that she has on her leg and in her gut area, which again, at the moment, like, she's not going to lose weight, like a significant amount of weight quickly enough for her to improve her squat like overnight. But yeah, she's doing what she can. But anyways, that depth is egregious. If you look at me, I think this is my like full depth. If I could get rid of this little thing, that would be great. So yeah, that's me at my full depth, which I feel like is pretty freaking good. It should be at parallel, so your hip crease about here and your knee should be parallel. I feel like I've done a decent job. But okay, so firstly depth. She can't hit it, which I'm like, I don't know. It sucks, but I don't think it's something that she can really control, at least in my opinion, at the moment at her weight. So we'll give her the benefit of the doubt here. But like, watch as we go down. Yeah, my body, my back here remains the same the whole way down. Up and down and going back up. It's more or less the same angle every time. And that's what you want, right? Because it's the squat. It's a squat. So your legs and quads and everything are the ones that are pushing the weight back up. And what you're wanting to do is just stabilize that bar on your back. So your whole body, upper body shouldn't be moving around too much, so that you can maintain that stability. At least that's what I'm thinking about. So one way to maintain the same posture is by making sure you're bracing so that your abdomen is stiff, essentially. That's what I try to think of. So that, again, you don't hurt your lower back. But let's look at Anna. Yeah, she is not remaining straight. Like, her spine, she starts off like this and she's just going that way. Okay, my arm doesn't go this way. She starts off like this, and her spine or upper body is just doing this. It's doing this when it should be doing this, but she's going here. So it's like she's hinging forward. She's literally leaning forward to hit depth, which is just not it, and she could seriously hurt herself. Imagine if that bar, like she lost control of the weight of that bar and she fell forward. Oh my god, that would be crazy. But yeah, it's just egregious. This movement is egregious. I love squatting, and this is crazy to watch. And again, she goes into her movements so quickly. This one, she takes a bit of time, but like, she's not bracing. She's not bracing. She's got these belts on. For what reason? Like, you're not bracing, you're not controlling your movement, you're going so quickly through it. Like, it just stresses me out. Like, when I go through my movements, I go up. Oh, okay. I go up, take a breath, brace, go back down. And the whole time I'm thinking about my feet as well. And drive. She goes through a movement so quickly that there's just no way she's bracing. That's why she has no control. She's leaning forward. She's freaking doing whatever the fuck. But yeah, I mean, that's all the videos that I took at the gym today. There's probably a million other egregious movements that she's done, but that's about all I could be bothered to film myself in the gym doing, because it was busy and it's awkward to film in the gym. A summary, I would say, is Anna, in my opinion, from a novice to a novice, I think she needs to really work on preparing herself before she does her movement. Bracing, control, form will come with that. Yeah, there just needs to be preparation. She just goes straight into the lift, and I just don't think that's going to help her in the long run. I don't know if that's because strongman is just like fully focused on strength and nothing else, like as long as the weight moves kind of thing, but like, surely you don't want to hurt yourself, you know? Like, I know powerlifting is a lot about form, but it's also, in my opinion, for me, when I'm thinking about form, it's so that I don't injure myself, because that's the last thing I will want to happen. But yeah, anyways, those are my thoughts. Again, not a professional in any matter. I just really wanted to yap about this because I have no one to talk to about this in my real life, because no one cares about Anna, no one's heard of Anna, and somehow she's gone into this lifting arc and it has aligned perfectly with mine. So yeah, would love to know your thoughts, maybe if anyone is watching this, in the comment section below. Are there any other lifts that you would want to see me compare with Anna's or just break down? Yeah, thanks for watching.